In 2014, Sire de Grugy won the Champion Chase, the third of 4 Grade 1 wins in a remarkable season. 9 years later, Editeur Du Gite, in the same colours, bids to follow up in the Champion Chase, and we've come to Gary Moore's stable to see his Cheltenham Festival string. Firstly, Josh, great to see you back playing such an integral part of the Gary Moore team, riding out second lot. And second lot, we saw Editeur Du Gite out on the gallops, looking in absolutely fantastic shape. Now, obviously he was a horse that you knew very well when you were riding him. Aintree, all things were starting to go into place back in 2021. Did you ever expect him to progress like he has into a proper graded horse?
Yes, so when he won the Red Rum Chase at Aintree, I said to Dad, I said, I think this horse is a graded horse. Obviously at Aintree he was very well handicapped that day. He was off, I think, 132 or something. So it sounds stupid at the time that you think he's potentially a 160 horse, but he has proved to be that.
Last year in the handicap chases at Cheltenham, he looked particularly good, 4th in the Grand Annual. Aintree didn't quite go to plan in that step up to graded company.
No, but I had told Dad to run him in the Grade 1 because I thought he was up to that level. And unfortunately on the day he bled, I think, and so that you obviously have a reason straight away as to why he ran the way he did. But he gave him, obviously after that he was finished for the season, and he obviously got over it very well.
So heading into this campaign, obviously he's at the limit perhaps of his handicap mark. Did you think he would be able to take up a step to graded level?
I'd be quite honest with you, he amazed me what he did at Kempton.
Yep.
Because you know, like he was going right-handed, which isn't really his cup of tea, and the ground was softer than he's ever raced on before, and yet he's gone out there, he's got probably a soft lead in front and done what he done, you know, and made him look a good horse, sort of thing. So I always back of my mind thinking, was that a fluke or was it not, you know? Then we sent him to Cheltenham and he proves it wasn't a fluke, you know. And obviously he had a battle on his hands to beat Eberstone, and he beat him. So he couldn't do any more than that. So now, probably his biggest doubter was me jumping up in that class, but now I always had respect for the horse, but now I've got huge respect for him.
Yeah, most definitely. And talking about good, Niall Houlihan, it's a big ride for him to get. It's always been your policy to promote riders from within your stable if you can, and as a £3 claimer, quite a big step up to ride him in open graded company, and Niall certainly took it in his stride.
Yeah, he has, and he obviously gets on with the horse pretty good, you know. They gel well together, so it's no point in changing the combination.
When you headed to Kempton for a graded contest, what were your thoughts heading into that race, riding a horse you know quite well now?
Thoughts, really, I was just delighted to be there. Really happy to get to ride. Delighted that they put faith in me to go there on a Grade 2 day after Boxing Day, and didn't have any nerves or anything like that, because I just kind of thought Edwardstone's odds-on favourite. It's a hot race, first time up to Grade 2 company, over 2 miles, and my first ride in graded company as well, outright graded company, and I just wanted to go out there, get a feel for it, enjoy it, because he's the ideal horse for it. He's a jockey's dream. You jump and run on him, and he jumps really well. He'll give you his all, and yeah, I was really looking forward to it more than anything.
You soon got him into a nice rhythm at Kempton. Did you know at any stage that Edwardstone was no longer in the contest?
Yeah.
Tom departed.
That second fence down, the back came up beside me.
And what was your thoughts then?
I was delighted because I was getting to the lead and I was out in front, and I just kind of wanted something to keep me honest and good, because we're around there, when you're a horse out on his own, it can kind of get lonely at times, and when you had something to aim at, something to keep me company, because it's going a bit left at my fences as well, it was kind of good to have a target ahead of me. So I kind of just settled him then down the back straight, got a breather in the bottom bend, and just coming out of the bottom bend outside, I go up to the horse's inside. I said, if something's going to come to me, I'll have to go around 2 of us rather than 1 of us, and going in between a loose horse and a wing. And then just nothing came to me, really. I was really taken about how he came home that day. Like, obviously I've ridden handicap company around Cheltenham, and he's given me great spins, but that day he really came home strong for me, and it was a very good performance. I don't care what anyone says. Like, it was, I know the favourite left us, but it was a strong performance. Yeah,
it was something that went under the radar because Edwardstone departed so early, but it did mean that with the rearranged Clarence House, you headed to Cheltenham again, a little bit overlooked. All the pre-race talk was about Energumene v Edwardstone. No real talk about Editeur Du Gite. So you must have been quite happy having no pressure as such heading into a Grade 1 for the first time. Again, it all seemed to go pretty smoothly early doors.
Well, it's just when you're riding a horse like that, it goes smoothly. You just jump and run, and no pressure at all from the boss or the team here. Like, they were always very good to me, and just said, look, you know the horse well, just jump first two, leave him bowl, settle him up, and it all went to plan. I haven't gone too quick down the back straight, but I still got a pace where I had to jump and travel, and I didn't realise they were making mistakes behind me, but it was obviously to my benefit, and got breather up the side of up the open ditch to the one after the open ditch, and then the tizzard horse came up sides me down to 4 out, and he really knew the horse came to him. He really lit up down to that fence, and that's where he started giving me a good feel from there on on.
Yeah, it was certainly a pleasure to watch, because in behind Energumene, as you say, you couldn't see he was making mistakes, but things were just starting to fall apart a little bit, and Tom Cannon was tracking him. As you headed down the hill, again, you were in your comfort zone. You just must have been happy exactly how you were going.
Yeah, as I said, the tizzard horse came up sides me, and it just got my lad racing. A bit like the loose horse in Kempton, just kind of, it puts a bit of fire in his belly, and when it came to him, he just stuck his head out, and I could just then sitting him down the hill while he was accelerating. I wasn't having to force him down, he was travelling down there, and then it's good because then we're coming down to 3 out, which is it's on the forehand, and I could just place him at the boards I wanted him to, and he winged it, and then there on in I just kind of started going through the gears, getting the bit in them out, and I was just kicked off that final bend. I said, it's hell or leather, like, catch me if you can.
Catch if you can, and it was nearly catch if you can, because Edwardstone loomed up sides and perhaps headed you. At that stage, did you feel Editeur Du Gite might have had a little bit more left in the tank, or what were your thoughts when you did get joined?
When he got joined, he was flat out. He ran a cracking race, and I thought, oh, they've got me.
Yeah.
But he just dug into that dark place, really, that horse did. And that's a Grade 1 performance. He dug into that dark place, and he stuck his head out for me. He wanted it just as much as I wanted it.
It must have been an absolutely fantastic feeling when you crossed the line in front, knowing you had the race in the bag, a Grade 1 success so early in your career.
Well, I didn't know, that's the thing. I passed the line, I was looking up saying, I was looking to see where what horse the camera is following.
Yep.
Because there's a large screen just at the pull-up area, and he's following me, and I just didn't want to believe it for a moment, because I didn't see the freeze frame after that. And I remember Alice Plunk came up to me and goes, she just mouthed over to me, I think you've won.
Yep. And
I was a small relief, and then when they announced it, it was a massive relief, and that's when the feeling hits you. That's when you just kind of take it in a bit, because as I said, I'm a 3 pound claimer. Most jockeys can go through a career at riding Grade 1 winners and ride hundreds of winners. And I've had a good career thus far, and just to get that in the CV is really good for me, and I really took it in very well.
He can go that great gallop that he does and jump like he does and keep putting horses under pressure doing that, you know. And he probably would stay 2.5 as well, you know. He's not just a 2 miler, and I think that's why he probably outstayed Edwardstone maybe. And they won't give him no leeway at Cheltenham, you know. That's obvious that they're going to be stuck up his backside, aren't they, sort of thing, you know. But whether he'll disappoint them in the end, that's what I hope, you know.
Yeah, he certainly took it in his stride, and Cheltenham has also been key to this horse. He's 4 from 6 at the track. He's a little bit unlike Sire, Grugy, who headed to Champion Chase, not having won at Cheltenham. His only defeat in that 2013, 2014 season came in the Slur. What makes him so good around Cheltenham and Editeur Du Gite?
I think because you're always going uphill, downhill, round the corner, and you know, and fences are always coming at you. I think that's what, and he's always got something to aim at. I think that's what he enjoys it. But he's obviously a very good horse, and that's why, you know, he's good anyway. And if you're good, aren't you? You know.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.